Well, kia ora, Pastor. I'm just doing the update on church outreach and small groups, and I just thought while I'm scruffy in a day in the office where I have no meetings today, I'd just share simply from my heart. The most effective thing I have ever touched in outreach is church small groups, and I had the immense privilege in Singapore of being a part of the reshaping of a number of church small groups, away from groups based simply around fellowship and encouragement toward members, to ones that also reincorporated outreach, and it proved to be truly effective. It took 3 or 4 years to create a new culture and a new way of thinking in the leaders. However, once certain habits were embraced as their own, it began to generate what I called spontaneous salvations. And these were salvations through the ministry that required nothing whatsoever of me. I wasn't motivating people's efforts. I wasn't organising programs to which they could invite people. I had simply established the culture, which was now their culture and practice, and by itself it generated results. To give a very simple overview, if we don't start with outreach as a goal in our small groups, we won't achieve outreach through our small groups. So at the start of every year, everybody lists 5 friends they want to invite to faith, and they put them on a piece of paper or in their phones. They list next to that hindrances, what might hinder that person coming to faith. That's for prayer and conversation. But they also then list the interests of those friends. The group leader with 12 members then gathers the 5 names and interests from each of their members. So they have 60 friends' names and their interests on a piece of paper. Second thing, 2 habits every month. The first of those habits is that every month you pray for your 5 as a group. This reinvigorates the vision of reaching out to them, and this of course invites the Holy Spirit to help, both drawing the person to faith and also giving you creativity as to how to connect. Second habit, once a month you invite testimonies of any conversation that your members have engaged with intent to encourage faith in someone else. You always applaud what you want more of, and through that habit you'll create a culture of confidence and of proactivity in engaging spiritual conversations with intent. Then the next habit is that every term you organise 1 or 2 socials as a group based around the interests of your friends. So you've got 60 friends' names and interests on a piece of paper. You discover 15 of them love golf. It's time that your church small group went for a Saturday golf tournament, and you invite all those other friends. You could make it a mums, dads and kids competition. Find a creative way to have fun together. The family that plays together stays together. The church small group that plays together stays together. But it's also a highly attractive environment for new friends to come and join. And in essence, that is it. You establish the goal. You establish a couple of habits that keep that goal before you. You then put into your program a way of connecting with those people. And what you're creating is the top of a funnel. And this will create opportunity for conversation that will lead through to invitation to join the small group or a church marriage course or whatever else it might be. And you will find over a few years, as you discipline your church small group leaders to embrace those habits, that this will begin to yield results. As I said, this is the most fruitful thing I have ever touched in outreach. It's why I'm passionate about it. I hope that simple explanation has helped. While there are resources, altogether.co.nz/small groups.